Hi, good day, good night, good evening, depending on what time you happen to be watching this. Welcome to another episode of House of Starres. I'm your girl Starre, and today, as you can see from the title, I am reading on Virgo. Every time I do my intro, I'm like, good day, good evening. I always do it backwards, but whatever, that's my style, that's me, okay? So we are starting off with Virgo, of course. I've been lofty and kind of taking my time to get all through the signs, but of course we're finally getting through the earth signs as I posted up the water signs. So if you know a water sign or you felt like anything was resonant for maybe somebody that you are dating, cross watch or whatever, you can watch a water sign videos. If you hear anyone in the background, you're probably gonna hear my son, anyone in my house, just don't mind that. Again, if you guys would like to book a private reading with me, you can always hit up my links in the description box where I give private readings. This is a very general reading. It's very gender neutral. So even if you hear me say he or she, you could actually apply it the way that you want to apply it. But again, overall, it's just a general message that I get from spirit based on what I feel on the sign and how it's resonant within the planets and then what's going on right now. So let me just get into it. Okay, the first thing I heard is good things are coming to you based on your good deeds. Good things are coming to you based on your good deeds. So, meaning that you're kind of in a reaping season, which is funny because I don't know why when I first tapped in, before I actually pressed record, I saw the Hermit Tarot card, which the Hermit card is resonant with Virgo. But it's not like I was just looking at the card itself. My eye was drawn to the lantern. Okay, so if you see like a Hermit card in the regular right away, it's a man in a cape holding a lantern. Something about the illumination of that lantern is what was getting me really drawn to it. And I almost get the sense of you looking at the things, the good things that you've done and the good things that have happened and kind of magnifying on that. So it's like, it goes back to saying the good things are going to come to you based on the good things that you have done. So meaning, I think that you're getting to a space in your life that you're ready to turn a new leaf. New leaf, especially when it comes to your personality. I don't know why I get that for Virgo, especially during this month, it's been strongly a very self-reflective month. So meaning like you've kind of been really looking at yourself and like, I'm almost getting like this energy of there was a space where you were very pointing the finger at other people for why things weren't going the way they were. And it was kind of like you kept on seeing the same situation happen over and over again. It was very repetitive. And then now you're like, I'm starting to look at myself and see where I've allowed myself to be blinded or I've allowed myself to mislead myself in certain areas of my life because of my mythologies of what I thought the situation was. And this doesn't necessarily have to be a negative thing. This could just even be something that's about yourself. Like, for example, if you're a person that's always had, a certain insecurity about something and feel that people maybe look at you or treat you through this insecurity, maybe you're starting to realize that a lot of what you thought that was actually happening were things that were really happening within yourself and you were being triggered in ways, but doesn't mean that the situation was exactly what you thought it was. I don't know why I feel like it's like more of a self-reflection, going within you and looking at your stuff. So like being rewarded on the good things. Cause I don't know why I feel like there's a good strength of liberation. I see tears. Cause right now as I'm talking, my heart chakra started to like tingle, which means it's like your heart started to clear. Your heart is starting to clear. You're starting to look at some of your stuff and be like, you know what? Maybe I missed out on some good opportunities. Maybe that person I thought wasn't a good person was actually really a good person. Or maybe I thought when this person was really thinking this, they were only doing that because they really loved me. You know what I mean? Like I'm getting that stuff, but I'm also getting almost in the same energy, in the same breath. There's prayer with it. Like there's like a gratitude, which is really good. I feel like God is just really working through your heart and your spirit. You know what I mean? It's like, for example, my favorite Bible verse, I even have it tattooed on my heart, which is Proverbs 4:23. Guard your heart, for everything that is life flows through it. And it's very true. We without our heart, we can't survive. Without love, we can't function. Without an open heart, we can't achieve. You know what I mean? So I think that right now, it's like what's being illuminated is your heart. Your heart is being illuminated right now. For you to start to see that, you know what? If I actually go based on my heart and focus and live my life with the utmost love and happiness, good things will start to come to me and my life will change. You know what I mean? So that's what I get that's happening over the month of November. I'm also getting, when it comes to finances is about to be really great for you guys. I feel like, I don't know why that I get repayment of past rewards. So I don't know if you've been investing things, or maybe you've had some money that you forgot about, or maybe there's somebody from the past that has an opportunity for you, like a friend that you haven't talked to in years calls you out of nowhere and be like, hey, you want a job? Like, I don't know why I feel like it's something from the past, like something that the reaping of whatever you've invested is starting to make its way back to you, which is really awesome. What I really see. So when it comes to finances, I guess I'll just leave that because that looks like it's good for you. When it comes to love, I get the sense that my heart chakra is hurting. Like literally every time. As I'm tapping into Virgo, my heart's like I can't even, I have to take this big breath because my heart's like, there's like a heaviness. I'm hearing it's time to let go of people that you don't need anymore. You're going to have to start having to let go of some people that you thought that you loved. People that you thought that were your tribe. You're starting to get to a space where it's like, you know what? I'm going to have to start making some cuts. You know what I mean? But it's done with love. It's almost like you start to realize you're starting to force things. You built a lot of your relationships out of codependency. You knew it wasn't good for you, but you built it out of codependency, is what I'm getting. And now it's like, this ain't it. Like, this ain't it, and it's time to move forward. And yeah, my life is going to change. I don't know why I feel like for some of you guys, I feel like it's like, it could be a marriage. You know what I mean? Where it's like, you're probably like worried about shit, like how my kid's going to react to the mother or the father not being in the same home anymore. It's like that deep. That decision is going to be, the love is gone. I literally heard the love is gone. Love is gone. And I'm still holding on to it, but the love is gone. You know what I mean? It's almost like you're holding on to it just because you're just scared. You're scared to be alone. And you're scared of judgment. Oh, God, judgment. Okay, now I'm not surprised by this because Virgos are very, and I'm sorry when I say this, Virgo is, I would say, out of the zodiac, one of the most judgmental signs. Okay? Not only in judging others, but they judge themselves. And you're scared of the judgment. Like, you're almost scared of, like, the public embarrassment or the public, you don't want to look like you lost. And it's like, I don't understand where this is coming from. Because it's like, for me as a person, I feel like it's like when it comes to loving yourself and allowing yourself to understand that there's some toxicities in your life that are going to need to change. How anybody else receives that is not anyone else's business but your own. Because as long as you're happy and you know you're making a decision for your happiness, nobody else matters. Okay? So that's something else that you need to understand. Going back to what I said, guard your heart, for everything that is life flows through it. Be mindful and be respectful to your heart. Go within to make those decisions and ask God to lead the rest. When it comes to spirituality, I heard undone. Some of the spiritual work, if you guys are into spiritual work or if you're into doing some manifestation, if there are things that you've done out of your pain or going through the pain that you're going through, it's going to be undone. Be mindful that there's going to be some things that are going to actually come back your way. So meaning like, if you have done things that you were not proud of during the time of your pain, take the time to pray for that person or pray for that situation. Send the light and forgive it. Because that will kind of help you ease you through this transition. That's why it makes sense. Because I literally heard you will receive the good that you've put in. So it's like reaping season right now. okay? And you want to make sure that whatever that you're reaping, when you're reaping your harvest, that not all those, that most of those fruits are positive. And if some of those fruits are rotten, that's where you have to take, like, for example, like when it comes to farming, okay? When there's fruit or anything that is not good or whatever, it's turned into fertilizer. So it's like recycled and reused and reduced and brought back to life. Okay. So going back into that, it's like if you have not been sowing good seeds, it's like that's where you will reap up the bad seeds. You will transform it, prayer, and send it right back out to the universe in a positive way. So meaning that nothing that has been done that wasn't great cannot be undone. But at the same time, there has to be a great deal of forgiveness that comes along with that as well. I don't know why I'm hearing that strongly. Strongly. Like almost like you don't want the shit that are supposed to come to you come tainted. You know what I mean? Everything comes with a price. And it's like, just be mindful of that, okay? Because you're moving into a season that's very new. A new season within yourself. It starts with self first. Because I don't really feel like the physical manifestations of this season won't really show itself for the next 3 or 4 months. Especially in the month of March, I feel like it's going to kind of show itself strongly. But I feel like right now, this is more of an internal thing. Internal. So for example, if the fruits that you've been sowing is self-love, manifestation, self-manifestation, getting better at manifestation, growing more in your gifts. It's like the goodness that you've been doing to actually do that, you're going to start to see the rewards of it. But if it's like you've been sending resentment or sending hurt and pain and just these negative things, like you will reap up those fruits. And it's like if there's good things that are meant to come in, they will be tainted because you'll be so focused on having to clear out the negativity in order to kind of balance out the positivity of the things that God is blessing you with. So it's all about balance at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I always tell people when it comes to spirituality, it's equilibrium. It's the yin and the yang. It's like everything is about balance at the end of the day. It's like you can want something, but at what cost? How much are you willing to put yourself in balance to attain what it is that you desire? Is it worth it after all? No, it's not. So let it go. You know, that's where you have to go within yourself and strengthen yourself. God's light, God's power always strengthens. But I'm hearing that, of course, when it comes to your spiritual growth, so are definitely growing. But be careful of the fruits that you plant and the fruits that you reap. Because I feel like there's a fine line between some of you guys, whoever it resonates with, and how they're going about things and what they're doing. And it doesn't have to necessarily mean like, oh, you're out there doing black magic or doing something wrong. I mean, like, are you manifesting something out of ego, or are you manifesting something that enriches the soul? So, for example, it's like if it's a partner, for example, and it's like, oh, I'm manifesting for him to stay with me. Are you manifesting that because, going back to what you're saying, you're worried about the judgment? Or are you manifesting that because it's out of utmost love? And if you find that your fears are outweighing what exactly it is that you're actually looking for to enrich your soul, that's when you know that you're going to actually cause some equilibrium in yourself. Because no matter what you do in order to attain it, and if you get it, you're not going to be able to sustain it. Because the energy that holds it's not balanced. So that's what I'm also getting. So that's what I'm getting for the month of November for Virgo. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can always hit me up on my links in the description box. If you feel that anything that I've said, if it's resonated for you, because of course, readings that I do don't only resonate with the sun sign, it also resonates with any kind of placement. But if you feel like this reading has resonated for you, please be sure to share this reading with somebody else. Keep this reading, but share it with somebody else if you feel like it resonates with them. Again, if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I do want to thank you guys for your time and rocking with me. May God bless you and the angels protect you. Good night.